Apartment 1 week after I moved in. You can see this is the condition of the apartment while I moved in, and you can see the tiles patching off. This is there's a lot of dust on the top, okay, and you can also see the grease marks on the tiles. They never cleaned that. The entire apartment was dirty when I moved in. Our entire apartment was dirty. So now I'll show you something. So that thing over there, it drips water, probably from the AC. It not just drips water, it also drips water and rust. And all the thing that settles onto the bathtub and it creates, if you look closely, it kind of creates, dirty wet patch, the rust and everything, and it all goes settle down to the corner. You see how rusty is it? This is the bathtub that how they gave me. So I'm just letting you know that this is the condition that when I moved in, okay? The new mirror, it looks good, but the problem is it's supported by a small nail. If I open this door, the thing falls off, and the only thing that's stopping it from falling onto the ground are these four bathroom lights. As you can see, one of them is never working. I complained it on 24th, the day before I moved in. They never responded. So the service request here takes pretty much forever, unless otherwise I open a service request with the corporate. Unless I escalate to the corporate office, no one cared to help you, okay? This is Hidden Ridge apartment again. So you see that that's the small bolt that's supporting it, just falls off. I'm recording this to make sure that when I vacate, they don't charge all this stuff on me. So that's the corner of the cardboard. As you can see, there's a lot of crack and opening. And now let me show you this. You see that? So somewhere the water was leaking before. They just sprayed the everything with the color, but they didn't care to fix the leakage or whatever it is. The water drips there, and you see how slobby the basement is. It's not flat. It's up and down, like if somewhere the water dripped in, and the water, once it is absorbed by this bottom surface, it just, swollen. So it's swollen in some parts and it's not swollen in other parts. So pretty much uneven, low quality stuff. This is what he told me. He cleaned it, but you can see there's all spider webs. You can see this paint can come off anytime because it's already absorbing the humidity. It's coming off anytime. This is just 2 weeks after removing. This thing gives you an electric shock, so do not try to touch it. This goes to the patio. The patio light never works, so it's all dark. So after 7 p.m. it gets dark outside. We can't go to the patio, there is no light. This is the dishwasher. You can see dishwasher got scratches. The refrigerator got scratches. And you see how dirty it is. This is how they gave us the dishwasher. And there is still leftover food there. It's been 15 days and they never fixed the dishwasher. The bedroom bathtub. You can see that it's already been patching off. So the surface of the tub is patching off, it's coming off, and you can see the old bathtub surface. And this is how they did the job on the corners. So pretty much I'm just showing this. I'm not bothered about the quality of work here. Like I said, this is not a luxury apartment, so I don't care how it looks. But I don't want them to charge me when I move out because this is how stupid it looks. This is the lavatory, okay. So the other big problem here is that you see this corner, the water leaks. So apparently what's happening here is, so this is the flush tank. You see the rubber thing in the bottom? That rubber thing, apparently that rubber thing is not completely firm, it's old. You can also see how rusted it is in the joint. So what happening is the water is leaking into the toilet. You can see here. You see that the waves ripples. So the water is apparently leaking to the toilet. So every 8 minutes or every 10 minutes, the entire flush toilet tank empties on its own. So there is a lot of water wastage going on. I opened a service request for this like on Tuesday verbally. Wednesday I went to office and again opened the ticket verbally. And Thursday I opened it using the ticket. Wednesday I believe. And no one tried to help me out. So what I did is apparently I closed this so that I don't waste any water. So this I found out 2 days after moving in. So because the flush makes sounds even when we go to sleep. If I go to office, all they say is we will look after it, and no one comes and helps. This is a kind of emergency request. Because you're wasting so many gallons of water, right? This is a 5-gallon or 8-gallon tank. So imagine if it refills every 8 minutes or 10 minutes. It's around 60 to 100, 620 gallons of water per 10 hours, right? Or per hour, it's around 48 gallons of water. So it's a lot of. So around at least 1,000 gallons of water go waste if I don't block the water surface. Imagine 1,000 gallons of water going waste. This is the master bedroom. I told them even before moving to the apartment to get the fire alarm fixed with the battery. It is dead on the battery, okay? The fire alarm is dead on the battery. They did not fix it. I told them, I emailed to the manager. I told on the front desk 5 times. I went there every day to remind them. They never fix it. This is what they said. They did this is a new. I suppose they're new, but you look inside. You see that? That is how it is. You see the cracks in the corners? That is how it is. You see how the cracks there? That is how they gave me the apartment. You see how that is the corner? How ugly and dirty. I mean, I don't care how it looks. Like I said, again, it looks like this. So don't charge me when I move out. You see the corner and all, how they did the work? So this is all broken stuff. So I'm not supposed to. So they're supposed to bring in a checklist. They never did. The manager just came in and said sorry for everything I showed her, and she never brought a list. I'm pretty sure they probably charged me on that list because they never made me fill it. So to avoid that, I have to make this video to show as a proof that this is how they gave me. And again, there's some stuff. Paint that's coming off already. I already showed in my previous video as well. The paint job is done poorly. This is how it is on the living room. There in the corner you can see clearly. You can see this is the bedroom. You can see the paint coming off in the corners. Again, why I'm making this video is not to make an emphasis that this apartment is dirty or broken or something. This is not about a review of the apartment. This is about how the apartment is, so that they don't charge me when I move out, because they didn't bring in a check-in list. The biggest problem I had in this apartment that did not fix it is, number one, the bathroom is leaking gallons and gallons of water. Okay, electric shock. This is the problem number 2. This switch here, my wife got an electric shock trying to turn it on for the patio light. Biggest of all the problem is that this is a dishwasher. This is number 3 problem, and the biggest of all. We've been changing them since August 25th. Now today is September 4th. And they haven't fixed this. This has been almost 2 weeks, right? And it is infested with cockroaches. And they say it takes 2 weeks to fix it. So I am just keeping my nose tight for 1 more week. So I'm giving them 3 weeks time. I have paid the rent, I have paid the advance, everything on time. But the service is not on time. You can see the scratch marks again. Scratch marks on the carpet before we moved in. You see how that white stuff is? That was there even before we moved in. It's from the work or whatever it is, or from the painting. You can see the paint marks there. That is not our stuff. And let me open the main door. Still, you can see that the flooring came off. And you can also see the scratches on the door. This is not from we moving us. So I took the pictures even before moving. I showed to the front desk lady, and she said apologize for all those things. She said she will clean the home, but she never cleaned the home, nor some of her workers. The manager comes in and apologizes for the condition of the apartment. The next day, the front desk person, I believe his name is Carlos, he says that they cleaned the apartment twice. Remember, this is after his manager apologizing that the apartment is not clean. But he says it was cleaned twice, that after I got my own cleaners and cleaned it, and he said he won't compensate it unless otherwise I show him the bills. Though those cleaners cleaned my apartment in front of one of their agents who was inspecting the neighboring apartment, and after the fact that I brought them into the house to show the condition, where they immediately apologized. They apologized. Next day, after the cleaning, I brought in the manager and showed how the spiders and bugs and the roaches are in the kitchen, the spiders in the closets of the bedrooms. She apologized again for not taking care of that stuff and keeping it clean. But again, the next day, the front desk guy says it was cleaned twice and thrice, and he sarcastically says that it might not be up to your standards. No, sir, it is not up to the human standard. It was never cleaned, period. And one more thing, like you see, the paint is peeling off from, this is from the, you can see that. See that? It's not peeling off, it's like that. So someone who did this. So this is how these things are. This is the condition of these things. I will take a tour across the apartment. You see, this is how that it looks. It was how it looks. This corner looks okay. Those are bug repellents. I has to get because the cockroaches are there in every corner. Your door corner, you see how it is? This is how it is. So don't blame me when I move out. Today is September 4th. It's hardly been a week. I showed you all this in my first video. This is my second video. So don't say this happened in this week. It's been like that. And everybody knows. Just go to the Google reviews and read all the reviews. So it is not just me complaining. So if you say that I'm the only guy complaining, you are wrong. Go to the Google page and read the reviews below your apartment. See, so this is just not too far from the kitchen fridge. So he probably might knock it into the fridge and he made a hole here. So this is not us making the damages. So don't charge this damage while we move on. If you charge us on that, this is the proof. You have it right here. So this is the window. You can see the cracks here. So don't charge me. Your wall is like this. You see the cracks? You see the soldering work for the window, lamination or whatever it is. You see the cracks. The lamination is not done properly. So don't charge me if that is broken. This is broken like that before you moved it. This is the window corner where the stuff broken. The paint is peeling off. This is a routine story, so everywhere it is the same situation. It is coming off here as well, so don't charge me on that too. This is how you gave me the apartment. So this is the internet connection. I have to get a new coaxial cable socket and everything because they painted over the coaxial socket. So that was dropping the network. So make sure that this is all again was broken before I moved in. You can see the paint chipping off. So I cannot find every single spot that's chipping off, but go every corner, you will find somewhere the paint coming off. My camera probably might not be bright enough to catch all of that, but I cannot focus exactly into the web, but you can see the spider webs, spiders everywhere. Put the curtain on this thing came off. It's supposed not to be coming off, so we have to adjust our own to make it sturdy enough so that it can support the shower curtain. So this thing is also broken, so not just one in the list. The list goes on, so one from the big list. You can see how dirty it is and the rusty, so don't blame us. We painted on the rust. That doesn't mean the rust goes away. Below the toilet flush stock, which I said which was leaking into the commode. So this is how it is from the behind. On the front you can see it looks like new, but from the side and the bottom and the inside it's all rusted. This is the bottom. You can see the cracks between the wall and the cover. So that's should be pretty normal compared to what other problems I have. This is not a problem. This is just a condition. Like again, I said, I'm not living in a luxury apartment. This is just to make sure that you don't charge me that these things are broken. This is the proof that these are broken before I moved in. See how they are curved? That's because they swallowed water and then they couldn't take it, the weight, so they went down like that. Whatever the reason might be, but they are like this. So folks, this is pretty much it. This is the current condition of the apartment I moved in 1066. Like again, emphasizing, I know this is not a luxury apartment. This is a regular budget kind of apartment, but I am paying a lot of rent for this 2-bedroom. That doesn't mean that you give me the stuff that is broken. That's fine, appreciable if you can fix it on time, but you're not fixing. I'm not asking you to fix the painting. I'm not asking you to fix the cardboards or anything. I am just asking you to fix the most important stuff, which is the flush tank that is leaking gallons of water. And I'm not complaining yet on the dishwasher because you gave me 2 weeks time. It's been 10 business days excluding the labor holiday and all those things, so I'm waiting on it. I'm not escalating on that yet. But the flush tank, I've been chasing you for a week to fix it. The fire alarm, I've been chasing you for more than a week to fix it. The current electric shock from the plug, I've been complaining all the way along, more than 10 business days. It takes just a one step by the electrician to fix it. How I'm supposed to get the serious issues fixed, like electric shock and water leaking? I don't care about the painting. I don't care about the scratch marks because that's how it is when I moved in. But the basic requirements where I have to live through every day of my life, why can't you fix it in less than 72 hours? I'm not even saying 24 hours or 48 hours. You haven't fixed it yet. Go to the Google reviews. Everyone complains the same, that it takes 10 days, 20 days, even months to get the things fixed, even the things like AC. So sir, please help me out.